Active and passive listening are seriously important to learning and acquiring languages. The Mandarin Monkey app provides both with a huge variety of engaging and informative audio content. Follow the conversation with ease while picking up new words with the Chinglish Podcast.
M.O.
我不知道你常不常用这个
For one mother's...
octopus.
Yeah.
Immerse yourself with 100% Mandarin episodes and stories.
那你想要先分享你的台湾生活，还是我先分享呢？
Learn what methods and tools people use to study Mandarin in the learner journals.
But I think just really, I think that would be the biggest difference was just really immersing myself more in the environment, trying to meet up with people more.
Drift off to a gentle sleep with the Mandarin or Chinglish Waffle Pod series.
请多多指教. Kindly give us your advice. Please give us
Or
your
enjoy a range of constantly evolving special episodes. Whatever you need, the Mandarin Monkey app will have something for you. Try everything for 7 days for free.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间。
Why, hello there, and welcome back to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast, episode 282.
第282集。
Wow, I feel weird today. This is a 很奇怪的 feeling.
什么感觉？
Well, it's like a kind of like a relaxed, kind of off, slightly off vibe.
我跟你讲为什么？
Because I think because we're 生病. Well, I am
生病。
yeah.
然后今天是孩子们不用去上课的日子。
Yeah, and we've been with the kids for 4 days.
所以我们现在呈现一个 like zero power, brain power 的状态。
Yep.
差不多吧。
Yeah, true.
我也有
I
这样
think so.
我也有这样子的觉得，我有这样的感觉。
对。
昨天晚上我真的不想睡觉，我很累，但是我就是躺在床上，然后把我的棉被盖在我的头上，然后只剩下我的眼睛露出来，然后我就跟你说不要睡觉。因为我觉得明天来了，我们就没有这样子的 peaceful time， 因为在床上就是很 peaceful 啊，就是孩子都在睡觉，Max 在睡觉 even 他喜欢滚来滚去，但是那就是 like the only peaceful time in the day
Right now.
然后在睡觉的时候
you mean sleepy time, yeah.
晚上睡觉的时候那是 the only peaceful time， 就是很安静的时间。
Yeah.
我不想要让那个时间就这样不见了。
Well, but not even sleepy time is particularly 和平, is it? Or 安静?
那不和平。
Because we have a very small person who likes to wake up all the time. So,
对啊。
Anyway, it is a bit of an odd feeling, but I think you're right. I think because we had, well, 我需要告诉你我们的故事，我们的病毒的故事， and it's not COVID 的病毒，没关系，是胃的肚子的病毒。I think what's his name?
Mason.
That's the one. Mason. He brought home some kind of tummy 病毒 from nursery. Can you hear my voice going? That's what I had to keep doing. 你告诉他们。
所以上个礼拜差不多在星期三还是星期四的时候，他就回家。回家呢，他晚上对不起。
And you have to swallow so much. Why? Wait, so what's it about this story that makes us like our throats go crazy?
没有，因为我喝那个 vitamin C 的水，它有那个 bubble， 它有气泡，所以我现在整个肚子都是气。
哦，你大哥吗？
对，好，上个礼拜三，好，礼拜三我礼拜四 ，Mason 呢就在晚上的时候就说我要草莓牛奶，我要草莓牛奶，我要草莓牛奶。
对
，Daddy 我要草莓牛奶 ，Daddy 我要草莓牛奶。然后他就一直说，然后我就想说 OK 好，我会给你一杯草莓牛奶，你要喝。
It wasn't even, it was 一般的，
一半对，就是来没有很多，就是我只是想要给他，就是让他安静，让我们吃饭。然后我就给了他草莓牛奶，然后呢，他有一个习惯 ，Mason 有一个习惯，就是我觉得每个孩子都是，只要他们的哥哥或是姐姐有这个东西，他们也要。所以 Mason 就看到 Kyrie 有草莓牛奶，所以他就一直说我也要，我也要。 然后我知道他不会喝。
如果他要不要？
对
，Yeah，
不管他要喝还是不要喝，他就是要那杯草莓牛奶在桌上，因为这样是他觉得很 fair 很公平。Kyrie 有，我也有，这样。然后，但是我知道他不会喝很多，因为他不是一个喜欢喝牛奶的孩子。然后我就给他一点点。后来他吃饱饭，然后他就说 ，Mommy, I'm finished, right？ 他就要走了。然后说 Mason， 你的草莓牛奶 strawberry milk, you didn't drink it. So tomorrow I'm not giving you strawberry milk. 我不要给你了，因为你没有喝。然后他就说 I'm full， 我很饱这样。然后说 OK， Mason， 如果你不喝，我明天不给你草莓牛奶。好，就是 as a mom， 这是我的 instinct， 就是我觉得如果你 lie to me，我明天不会给你这个东西。来，这是一个我在想要教他一个教训，一个 lesson。然后呢，他就感觉就是觉得说 OK， 妈咪好像不开心，Daddy 不开心，然后他就真的把草莓牛奶喝下去了，他就说没有了这样。然后那天晚上他就就吐了。
Yeah, but we didn't know whether that was because we thought it was really because of the milk. We thought he just drank too much milk and he felt sick and then blah blah. But he obviously picked something up because who got it? Me or Kyrie? Kyrie got it next. And she randomly said, I want to be sick. And she started to be vomiting the other night in the thingy. No, I got it first.
是你啊
Yeah, 我
但你没有吐，你只是肚子很不舒服，
拉肚子
对，你就是拉肚子而已。
I just had the diarrhea. And
一定要唱就对了。
是要 I had that. That came along real nice and swift. And yeah, but I didn't have any vomit. I think it's because obviously I'm on Lake Gluten and very southern Yao, so which stops me being sick. I've given you before some of the medication, haven't I? You've had that does help. Stops you vomiting. Takes like about an hour to kick in or something, but gets there. And I think that's why it came out the other end, because it's like, well, I've got to get out. Which way do you want me? So I was 我跟那个我们的马桶 became very good friends. And 我的屁股很痛. Not because of the passage of
我不懂你说的这些英文，但是他们就跟大便有关吗？你说的 passage 是什么东西呀
？Not because of the passage, because I haven't finished yet. I was trying to think of the word, not because of the passage of 拉肚子, not because of the 拉肚子 coming out. But what people didn't wasn't 很痛，因为the 拉肚子来。Not because of the passing, like the coming of the
passage,
the poo, but because of the sitting on the loo. I need a song. I need a song for that. That was a rhyme. I like dang da dang da dang dang. No, that's too sad. No, that's too happy. So I had a
为什么
just threw me off. It threw me off.
你说你要音乐，你要歌
at that time.
好
Just like a little
Okay.
song. You know what I mean? Not like I don't have to need music for the rest of the story. Because I sat there for so long, it hurt my bottom.
你的屁股。
对啊
Bottom.
But not my gaman. Which is usually the problem, right, with 拉肚子, because you have to, so much.
是
But anyway, that was me. I was sitting there for the whole night.
对
I was just up and down.
对对对
And you were going, oh, yeah, flowers, aren't they? You know what I mean? Just dreaming, 做梦, 对不对？
对啊，我还真不知道你有去厕所。
I know, it's
我
just
太
crazy.
累了
I was sitting there for
有啦
ages.
你有回来，然后你坐在床上，然后我说你去哪里啊？然后你说你去上厕所。
Yeah.
然后我又睡着了。
Straight away, immediate.
因为我太累了，真的很累。
Yeah, you were so tired.
因为对那时候我们就觉得 OK， 应该是因为 because we forced him to drink the 草莓牛奶，所以 Mason 就吐了这样。但是他的吐不是来一次，他的吐是3次4次的。even in the middle of the night, Tom 需要坐在厕所旁边，
对对
然后跟他一起吐，这样不是你吐了，不是一起，但是就是你在帮他。
I was helping him, yeah. I was rubbing his back and sitting with him, yeah.
对，你在帮他，然后隔天你就你就不舒服了，然后下一个又是 Kyrie， 然后昨天还是 the day before 是Maxi，
换你了，对不对
？Maxi 没有
，It was me. No, to help her. 帮 Kyrie.
对我帮 Kyrie， 对。
Yeah,
然
so
后
I did Mason. Then the next night or whatever, or a few nights later, you helped Kyrie.
对啊，然后再下一个就是 Max， 所以我们就猜到了嘛，就当然一定是一个病毒在我们家里面就是徘徊，让大家都生病这样。
Yeah, apart from you.
对啊
Who's immune, apparently.
因为我有台湾的胃吧，
肚子
台湾的肚子。
I don't know if it's that though, is it? I don't know.
因为我的肚子很壮。
Bingdu, maybe, yeah, maybe. I think a bingdu is a bingdu, and if it gets you, it gets anyone.
对啊。
Um.
所以我还没有觉得不舒服。
It's great that you haven't got it though.
对啊，如果我也不舒服的话，然后 everyone is sick， 然后只有我，然后我又不舒服，那谁来照顾大家？对不对
？Well, I mean, we all have to struggle through it, right? Because we did go a couple of places during the sickness. Obviously, Mason recovered a little bit. The next day he was a bit tender and he was recovering, which is fine. Kyrie had a couple of days off. I was like that night. I was obviously out of it, and the next day I was real tense. I was like in and out of bed, kind of thing. I was just like I had to rest. I was just laying down a lot that day. But the next day, which was 星期六吗? no 星期
昨天吧，昨天
Yeah, it was Sunday, right?
对啊。
We went out to a place called the Herb Farm. I took everyone out to a place called the Herb Farm.
花市
Even though I was tender. And Kyrie was also a bit as well.
对。
And little did we know, I think little Maxi has been suffering as well.
那 Maxi 那时候没事。
Yeah, because he was he'd been coughing, hasn't he?
哦，对啦，就是晚上的时候。
没有吐，但是他有咳嗽。
对，就是感觉是那种一般的小感冒。
对。
对啊。
Like 现在他有比赛， so he can't like breathe now. 他会起来。
我觉得有时候生病都是晚上的时候是最 tough、最痛苦的时间。我也不知道为什么嘞，就是这个病毒就喜欢在晚上来吵你睡觉。
我不知道。I mean, it wants to stop you. 对
啊。
It like targets. 我不知道为什么 like maybe 应该 like 那个病毒 or like the 感冒，他们知道你的身体要 like
休息了
like 休息了 yeah 对，
就要赶快来好起来。
It's like all right,现在我们会打架。You know what I mean? You and your immune system.
对啊。
Okay, fine. Well, let's do this at night then, baby.
对。
And they have a fight. And
他们就是不想要让你休息，然后要让你很慢，很好起来。对啊，反正就是每天晚上真的就是很辛苦，很累。对
，Yeah,
even 就是对啊，就是 Max 你嘛，你也是觉得很不舒服。
But also, do I'll say it one more time. Also, the position you're in. When you sleep laying down, when you have B-side,
对
it blocks it all up, right? So.
对啊，就没有办法坐着睡觉。
If he stands up, because he's running around now, well, not now, he's asleep, but when he's standing up running around, it runs down, so 没关系，
就没事。对啊，所以生病的时候，晚上是最不舒服的时候。
但是我要他长大，所以他可以学 like blow your nose.
对。
That's a great trick to learn to help.
对。
Sometimes when you've got the you know when you're lying on your side in bed, and the B-side goes from one side, like to 右边, from 左边 to 右边. It slowly moves over and then blocks that nose completely. So you're like, out that nose. And you try though. I try occasionally. Do you know what I mean? You always try to breathe out of it anyway. You're like, because you're just breathing out of one, and one's not enough. Like it's not completely enough.
以前呢，我有这个状况的时候，我会喜欢拿那个卫生纸，然后就 putting up to the blocked nose，因为这样子我可以用另外一个鼻孔呼吸。
Yeah.
My the other nostril can breathe. 所以那时候 其实还蛮有用，是真的可以呼吸耶。就是 for some reason 你就把那个卫生纸放进去之后，你就可以呼吸了。
Yeah,
这样对啊，所以那是一个 tip.
The little trick, little teaser.
对啊。
So like when you but then there's also a part you block.
对。但是你要
You block
the blocked
one nostril. And then with your tissue. And you're saying you can breathe real good out of the next one.
对。
But then you can if you turn, sometimes you can catch it. Have you ever tried to catch it in between the turn? So because you can like if you okay, let's say your BNS is blocked, right?
对。
And you can't breathe out of that one. You're like, okay.
换一边。
And then you turn over to the other side and it starts creeping down.
对。
And then you go in the middle. Have you tried that?
没有。
So as it sort of goes over as it sort of passes over the middle.
哦，
我
没有
You come back center.
那个时候是我来坐起来的时候，就是坐着的时候
我
有时候可能会就起来，然后坐着睡觉。那时候我的鼻子就会比较舒服。
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they say that when I was little, my mum always used to put this thing called. We have this stuff called in the UK called Vicks. 你知道吗？
不知道。
Yeah, well, I think we have this stuff called Vicks. This little blue container, and it smells like eucalyptus or something. Like you're supposed to. My mum always used to put it on my chest. And that
有用吗？
Yeah. Well, it helped. And I think I've put it on him before. I'm not sure. But yeah, it helped me anyway. So we should totally try that on little. But his nose isn't like blocked. It is blocked, but it's not like 硬的嘛. It's not like 硬的。
硬的
鼻塞。
哦，是你说会有鼻水是吗？
It's 鼻水, but yeah, it's like proper like.
对。
It's like dribbly. Because you can hear him going like.
就把那些鼻水全部吃进去。
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear it like going up and down. It's not like totally blocking because he's not going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel so sorry for little fella because he's.
我懂。
Yeah.
对啊，因为小 baby 生病的时候，他们也没有办法说话，
对，
所以会很辛苦。
Anyway, we went to the herb farm.
对。
And in the herb farm, 他们有很有趣的姜，香蕉跟toffee 的姜。
Toffee 是
Banoffee.
对 ，Toffee 是太妃糖。
Yeah, 太妃糖。所以香
蕉太妃糖
酱
果酱。
Yeah. Is it because toffee
不是果酱，是抹酱。
抹酱 ，OK。
抹酱抹名 to spread.
To spread, and it's called curd anyway. So
对 curd， 所以 curd 是什么意思啊？
Yeah.
哦
Like
curd 就是
it's just the way it's made, I think, isn't it?
我不知道 curd 是什么，我以为 curd 是一种 like you say custard 这种。
Custard, yeah, but that's not. Yeah, no. The I think it's just the way it's made to curdle it or something. Curd. There you go. There you go. So it's a white substance formed when milk coagulates. Known used as the basis for cheese. Is it though?
我也不太懂。所以中文吗？它有中文吗？
Curd coagulating. 等我一下。
因为如果是中文的话，我会想要给它。豆腐
that's bean curd. Full. It must be full. For meant to be. Yeah, 乳腐。豆腐乳。
哦，那个。
It's full.
No. 那个是 like fermented. Fermented.
Well, bean curd is 豆腐。
这个是咸的耶。豆腐乳是咸的。
I think it just must be made with milk. Right? Anyway.
可是它的那个感觉，它吃起来的那个感觉不是豆腐啊，它就是抹酱啊，它就是 spread sauce， 对不对
？Yeah.
对啊。所以 curd 我也不知道怎么说 curd， 我会说 like spreading sauce.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's how 吃。
很好吃，很甜。
And you got 柠檬，对不对？
我的柠檬，我喜欢吃酸的。
Did you like the 柠檬 one? Was it good?
喜欢，非常喜欢。
Do you prefer it over the banoffee and the banoffee one?
我都喜欢因为我喜欢甜也喜欢酸啊，所以都喜欢。
I wonder how much what the margin is what they make of those little thingies. I'm not sure.
贵死了。
It's 贵 but I can't imagine it's too much.
但是我们買的那個抹醬，它好像也才5 pounds 5磅而已吧。That's cheaper than I thought.
他們嗎？Yeah, they're like 450 or something like that.
我以為會 like 10磅or 15磅。
Did you think that?
Yeah.
No way would I pay that for that.
对啊，我的意思是我那时候就看到那个钱，我就还蛮便宜的啊，就是可以买。
No.
因为在花市的话，他们东西都好贵，他们的蜡烛也贵，他们的书，它还有玩具，还有什么盘子、杯子，还有那什么lavender oil 那些。就是只要是那种
lotion
对乳液
yeah like hand lotion wash dead soaps
对洗手乳什么那些全部都好贵哦，
好贵 but it's like a local shop
呀，但是为什么
很贵的地方
你说那个地方很贵哦
yeah areas is quite expensive but also because you got to think like that local shop with like big shops like Tesco's like mass manufacturing. They make a lot of the millions of them, so they can make them quite cheaply because they've got the things to make. But these guys make them one by one. And they have to pay wages and insurance and blah blah and VAT and blah, 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 blah.
对啦，所以
so they have to charge more. But yeah, it's 很贵。你是对。But we saw lots of like 很多植物，对不对？It was actually like a garden center.
很像，没错。对，但是他们卖的不是都是花，就是那些。花草 herbal 这些东西
herbal I felt a great deal of like peace there in the shop specifically
对我记得你有说
because it like 很像 like it smelled nice
对
and it was like just really quiet
安静
and there's no one making fussing and noises and stuff and it was just like you know I was holding Max so he was just looking around being quiet and all the kids were being fine. Kyrie was 6, so she was sitting in the pram.
对
Mason
在泡咖啡
he was running around.
然后他在拿那些盘子跟杯子，然后就说：“妈咪，你要喝什么？”
Oh yeah.
然后说 OK， 我要一杯咖啡。然后他就在旁边用那些杯子盘子泡咖啡，然后我就很害怕。I don't want him to break.
No, it was that. It's 很好笑，因为他会给你 like I don't know 咖啡，我不知道一杯咖啡，然后你需要喝。Otherwise, he won't take it away. Just drink it. Yeah. Lovely. There you go. You have to give it back, right? Yeah.
他不能等你啊！等你干嘛？他在玩游戏耶。
I know he is, but like we're in the middle of I don't know. We were in the middle of just looking around the shop, and we had to drink this. But yeah, no, he's funny. So yeah, he put it back. And we saw lots of plants and lovely. Thought about lavender. 但是 our last lavender 就死了。
没有死了，是死了，但是他们就说也很好照顾啊，你记得吗？他们说很好照顾。
We did take care of it though.
有
we did
我们每天都给它水啊，只是说我们放在厨房的那个地方没有很多太阳，
没有太阳，
对，所以我们可能就要放在花园里面。
Well, the advisor woman at the garden center said, you know, it should live through the winter if you take care of it, and then you plant it in spring, and then it outside and it will grow.
真的吗？
对 but we didn't. It died before before spring.
我以为它就只是冬天玩它就死了耶。
No, she said if you take good care of it, it will stay alive.
我们就不是那么厉害啊。
Yeah.
我们真的就不太会种花。
We weren't far off. We weren't far off the springtime. We nearly made it.
对啊，大概3月吧。3月的时候，那一盆 lavender 它就死掉了。
Yeah, that was the longest thing we've had that died. I mean, you bought flowers the other day that died about 3 days.
哪一种花？
You bought like flowers from Tesco's, I think.
对。
And you put them in the on the table.
花瓶。
Yeah.
对啊，可是那种花本来就很快就死掉啦。
They do die quickly.
对啊，所以我就是买那种，我以前会买已经开花的 already blossom。但是他们大概再加2天就死了。但是
我的儿子很痒，
赶快抓，不能抓。
My ear is itchy.
赶快抓你的耳朵。
You must have done that. You did that in the 安全帽。
有安全帽。
Yeah, if you had like.
安全帽那个头好痒，但是你不能抓，就你只。
But you go to do it anyway, don't you?
对，就你还是。
Stupid! I can't get my helmet off.
对。
Yeah.
所以我在 Tesco 买花的时候，我第一次买就很笨嘛，我也不常买花，但是我觉得好漂亮哦，这样，然后我就买了是 like already blossom， 然后2天吧就已经死了。
对。
然后后来我想说 OK， 我学到了，你不能再骗我了，所以我就买那个还没开花的，就是他们还是 like 你们怎么说那个荷包？
not blossomed, you mean?
对，
They're,
那叫什么？
they're not bulbs. They are.
他们就长这样。
No, what's that? I understood your one. It's just. I don't know what they're called in English.
Okay, anyway, so before they
They're
blossom.
not blossomed.
哦，你们没有一个字吗？
Unblossomed. They're unblossomed. Before pre-blossomed.
OK， 中文叫
There's
做
a word probably. Someone's saying it right now, but what was
Yeah， 中文叫做荷包， 所以我就买了荷包的花， 然后放到我们的那个花瓶里面。然后那天是 Carrie 的生日，到现在他还是就是没有全部死掉的。
Really?
对啊，因为是比较久，我就觉得好开心哦。下一个我要买紫色的。
So you're gonna go for that? You're gonna go for that? That's your G student.
我的计划，
Yeah,
对
right,
我
right,
的
okay.
计划。所以下一次我昨天在 Tesco 看到紫色的。
Yeah.
My next one.
So you're gonna get like just newly, so you can watch them grow, right?
对，哎，你知道吗 ？Carrie 那天早上生日嘛，派对，他的 party 是在早上，晚上他就开了，真的，我就
魔法吗？
Yeah， 你不觉得好快哦？我早上买的还没，就是它还是荷包哦，早上，然后晚上我看的时候，它的嘴巴已经张开了。
Right. I wonder whether that's because they're like in Tesco's. And they're not. They're brought to from wherever the farm or whatever they are. They're brought into Tesco's, no light, no sunlight, and then they put in someone's house, and they're like, "Oh, sun."
可是我们的厨房也没有很多太阳啊。
No, right. Not in our kitchen.
But anyway， 我觉得花好神奇哦，就是他们就是很快，他们就一天一个一个下午。
他们很生气吗？
很神奇呀、啊。
花吗
？Magic 不是生气
哦，生气哦，
不是
angry，
是很神奇，就是他们就一个下午，他就嘴巴就他们不是嘴巴，他们没有嘴巴，但是我的意思是说，他们就开花了，
开他们的嘴巴，然后吃太阳。
对，就是他们就开花了这样，然后一天它就整个就打开，好漂亮、哦，
好漂亮。
对，这是我一个新的我的新的喜欢的东西，就是看花开。
Yeah.
对，
所以你真的喜欢我可以tell by 你的脸。
真的、啊？为什么
？Well, you just like the principle of flowers, don't you? And opening. 为什么？
但是我喜欢看它开花，但我不喜欢看它死掉。
Yeah.
我会觉得很难过。
那
我干嘛？怎样
？Nothing. It's just okay. That's fine. That's a nice feeling.
我不想看到它死掉啊。
You don't like them watching them die?
No.
Okay.
因为你知道，在我们桌上的花瓶已经有2个这样。
Do you think they're already dead?
No.
Having been cut off from their roots.
他们如果那时候死。哇，那他们怎么开花呢？如果他们已经死掉了。
I don't know. It's like a chicken in my head. Like you cut a chicken's head off, and the body runs around for a little while. Do you know that?
No, 他们不会。
Yeah, you can cut the head off, and they can run around for a little while afterwards. Gender, Google it.
不要。
You can cut a chicken's head off. There was a famous chicken called I don't know, and he had its head cut off, but it stayed alive. They're that
the
dumb.
only one in the world.
Yeah, but
不要给我看，我不要看。
I don't want you to see a dead chicken.
那你叫
chicken head cut off. Still alive?
No, 怎么可能？
Oh, that was Mike the Headless Chicken. Yeah. Why do chicken bodies
running around?
run around after death? I mean, I don't mean if you hold a chicken and you go and then put it on the floor, it will run away. I think if it just went what it would keep going because of nerves. Right, so here we go. Look.
No, 我不觉得。
They don't keep their brains in their bum. I don't know why people think that. But just like humans, they have special fibers called nerves which run like tiny wires through their body. And some of them end near the surface of the skin. These nerves are what can make the chicken keep moving even after its head's chopped off.
我不相信。
Okay. But it's true. So,
但我不想看那个影片。
So, you chop the flower off. and you put it in your vase. I mean, there's probably some element of course, there's some element of life because I guess they can stay alive for a little while, but they can't indefinitely stay alive, you know.
Maybe 就是你把它 cut， 你把它割掉之后，他们会死得比较快。Maybe just faster, they die faster.
Of course, because you just cut the legs.
对啊。那如果是你就不要动它，你让它在地上长大的话，它们就长得比较久。
对 it kind of seems like you're seeing the end of their life. This is the blossom is like the best part of their life. And you've seen it. You're like, oh, wow, yeah. Because I suppose it opens to collect sunlight and whatever, you know, photosynthesis, blah, blah. And,
so before 我看到这个，就是我是一个不喜欢花的人。
Yeah.
就我不是跟你讲说我不喜欢你给我花吗？
Yeah.
那是因为我不喜欢那个 principle， 就是我喜欢看它开花，但是我不想看它死掉。
Yeah.
但是我第一次买花是在英国，然后觉得好漂亮哦。但是我还是我喜欢，但是我会觉得太快了，他们就死得太快了。
I wonder how many people would buy them if they screamed.
你觉得呢？
No.
你很
Oh, Terry.
他们不行啊，太吵了吧？那晚上睡觉怎么办？
No, that's true. Yeah, no, we're just having quietly crying flowers downstairs. Oh, give me back. Okay, yeah. No, because even Kyrie said yesterday, like I was mowing the lawn, and she was like, "Don't mow the lawn because of all the daisies, all the flowers." She was like, "But all the flowers." I'm like, "Well." They're kind of weedy, you know, weeds. They kind of just grow.
可是他们很壮有些很壮，他们就还在那里耶。
I know they're still there, yeah.
Right?
Some of them.
他们很壮他们的生命力。
They're definitely resilient, aren't they?
对啊。
Well, I think they're just too small for the blade to get them. They just sort of went, they ducked.
真的吗？骂脏话。是吗？是这样吗？我觉得哦，对你讲到这个，我们的花园现在越来越漂亮。
Yeah.
就地上有花，然后我们的紫色的花也出来了，还有粉红色的花也出来了。
对。Well, we got to this house in the end of
9月
summer sort of thing, didn't we?
对。
So we didn't really see all the flowers, like if there was any flowers, because I don't remember those yellow flowers being there when we got here.
没有。
I remember it just being dead.
对啊，我不记得我们的花园有 daisy。
I know that either. No, bizarre.
Dandelion 是不是
？Dandelion. I think they're daffodils. They're the ones out the front. Are daffodils, I think.
Daffodil 是哪一个？
Out the front. Those 黄色的。
哦。
黄色的、白色的。
水仙花。
它们有。
呀，水仙花，它们好漂亮哦。
They're nice, yeah.
而且它们有好多颜色。
Yeah, they do have lots of colors. Yeah, I killed a bunch of them yesterday.
Okay.
When I was mowing the lawn, because there was some growing in random places. Like there's like their towel, they were growing their grass. They're like leafy things, weren't they? They were growing in the grass, like not in the plant area. It was growing. They'd spread, and they started growing quite big actually. I cut them all down.
我记得他们好像，我忘记他们中文到底是来either哪一个，就是水仙花、郁金香。但是我有看一个妈妈，就是她是一个台湾的妈妈，在英国伦敦的一个 Facebook blogger，然后她就说在英国是非常非常有名，在水仙吗？
水仙，
真的 OK。那 maybe 我看到的来the one on the street， 我看到应该是郁金香，因为在那个英国伦敦，他们有一个花园。对，哦，那是水仙花。OK， so 我看到的是郁金香。在那个我们昨天好像哪一天，星期六星期日吧，我们去那个 Herb Farm， 对，然后我们在开车的时候，我就看到有好多人有很多不一样颜色的郁金香，就是他们有红色的，非常红的红，还有那种紫色的，黄色的，白色的，橘色的也有，好漂亮哦。
There's loads. If you had your own garden, would you like to grow flowers?
Yeah.
Would you?
可是我会怕。
Would you look after them though?
我会啊，可是我觉得我要去知道怎么种花。
You'd have to do some research and find out how to look after them.
我不是一个会来 do research 然后就会的人。我想要有一个人告诉我来 maybe 我们去来 Garden Center， 然后我就说你可不可以教我怎么种花？But they don't do that for you。他们不是你的老师，但是我就想要有一一个老师教我种花。
It's 很复杂。Like the woman told me about the lavender. She's like, okay, what you got to do is keep it inside. Make sure you only dip it 3 times a day. Do it when you dip it. I don't mean like you just dip it in water. It's like you put 3 pipettes of water. You go pup, pup, pup. Only 3 though. 3 times a week, but 1 time every 4 months. Okay, 7 days a week. Don't do it on Tuesdays. Don't ever do it on Tuesdays. Okay, and then you've got to put it in 4 inches, not more than 12 centimeters of soil, and then dip it 4 more times. And then back in spring, when spring comes around, sort of end of March, April time, then put it into the ground. 3 more dips. Take it out, put it in. Take it out, put it in. Then dig it up. Put a little bit of sand. Rub your hands together. Clap twice, and then it'll grow. Okay. Have some fun. Then bye. And I was like, can I just take the pot and put the pot in my kitchen?
You're not that dumb.
And they were like, yeah. And I, hey. No, I'm not that dumb. But like, but.
那么 YD 为什么你要把你的声音变得那么的笨
Because it's funny. So no, because I am like I'm ignorant when it comes to certain subjects for sure, and like especially like growing plant. I don't know what the hell. I don't know about plants. It's not in my interest. It's the same thing if I try to explain to you how coding works or editing whatever. You'd like, she's explaining how I need to.
Well, 现在你的爸爸喜欢种花了吧
Yeah.
对啊，现在你的爸爸现在就是在 focus on planting， 对不对
Yeah.
所以你现在可以跟他学习啊，种花。
Well, yeah, no.
为什么
Because
他有在学吗
I'm not interested in.
可是你以后老了怎么办？以后我们老了
When I'm older.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I tell you what it is. This is what I think it is, and I don't think it's because growing plants is interesting. I think because it's peaceful. Now we
上面还有很多头发。
Your 头发. This is neat. This is certainly not me because I have male 头发. We
很和平，就是一个很放松的一个活动。
对 Now we talked about a long time. Me and you share the same thoughts, right, on certain things, including 和平 and nature. And we said a little while ago, we were like, actually, we think at this point, happiness, real happiness, isn't like achieving your goals. It's finding peace in whatever you do, like finding peace. And like we've both said that nature, for some reason, feels good. Like we both have a nice feeling of like calm and like I like this. And I feel that gardening can give you that when you're older. Like you have 2 options, don't you? Like my dad has 2 options. He's retired. He's got his money. He's worked hard for it. He's got a house. He could just sit in a chair in the back room and look at the garden. Read a book, look at the garden.
我去玩啊，去度假、旅游。
Yeah. And or go for a walk or whatever they do, right?
对啊。
Or go out there and plant something, grow something, do something, an activity, right? And there's something nice, something peaceful about growing plants. I'm not interested in growing. I don't care if it's a magnolia or an orchid or a buzda. It'd be nice to grow some vegetables. I think there'd be some fun in like, there's a cucumber growing, or like, there's a little...
今天晚上我们可以吃
南瓜 凤梨 we couldn't grow 凤梨 It's too cold here, I think.
凤梨是台湾的工作
I think so. Can you grow... Yeah, okay, 凤梨 Great. Great. No, it's not great. Gardening in Taiwan would be awful.
Yeah. 很不就是
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
没有，我的意思没有那个那个第一个是因为台湾真的有凤梨，台湾可以种凤梨，但是在台湾当 farmer 是很辛苦的事情。
No thanks.
在台湾当农夫好辛苦，而且
Nope. I mean, I agree with you. 我同意。
对啊。
但是 nope to that job.
太辛苦了。
It's too tough. That's a hard job, and I tip my hat comes off to them because wow.
但是他们不觉得辛苦啊 ？Maybe 他们觉得辛苦是因为他们没有办法赚很多钱。
他们只有知道那个工作，这是为什么他们不想就是很辛苦。
对
，because that's all they know. And if you're raised on that,
对啊
you're a kid, your dad's a farmer, you're raised as a farmer. That's all you know. It's not difficult to you now, but
但是辛苦的地方是他们不可以赚很多钱，就是他们没有办法 live on that，就是他们可能要存很多钱啊，或是等的 season comes 之类的。所以在台湾当农夫真的很辛苦。
Yeah，
还有天气，对啊。
It's crazy, but I mean, I wouldn't want to have a garden in Taiwan unless it was under a really big umbrella.
在台湾你会看到很多的花园不是在 backyard， 是在屋顶。
On the roof, yeah.
不是屋顶，对不起
balcony.
阳台，对，在阳台，大家会种那个花来一盆一盆的 in pots， 这样。
Yeah.
对，所以你会看到很多人的那个阳台都是花，而不是一个 backyard， 因为台湾太小啦，没有办法每个人都有一个花园。
Yeah, I'm assuming some people like some 如果你有买一个家在 like 山上 or something, you could have a garden. But I don't imagine it being very fun.
不安全。
No, it just be 太热
and 不安全。
Yeah, not and just 不舒服。
夏天太热，冬天太冷。
Yeah, and it's just I mean the ground because obviously it's the 太阳太大。对。So the 土是很硬，
很干，
很硬很干，对的。So you know digging it's hard. Just stay in England for gardening because it's fine. I mean, it's wet a lot of the time. There's sun sometimes. You know, like 50% of the time there's sun. The rest is like clouds or rain.
Yeah.
You can't, anyway, when we're old, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
I think if and when we have a garden of our own, we could plant some things.
对啊。
That'd be fun. As I think the kids would like it.
我现在慢慢就是看你爸爸就是在 decorate 他自己的花园，我就会想要学，就想要看他怎么decorate 怎么种，还有他会种什么。因为 maybe 他种的东西都是很常见很 common 的。
I don't know, that's him and Alison's thing, isn't it?
对啊，但是你就可以慢慢看嘛，你就在旁边看他们做这些事情。
Yeah, I suppose you can see it like
对啊，
yeah.
就是 next time 你可能会看到番茄出来了，再下一次你就那个花出来了，这样。
I've got a question about that actually. This is a 中文的问题 about the one 状态 state. Would you is this similar to 情况？状况 yeah.
No.
状态 like a state of
mental
of affairs like a
状态。
Oh, that would be more mental.
More mental.
So it's more about your state of mind.
对啊。
状态 Okay.
就是你可以说我今天的状态不好。
Yeah, okay.
My mental state 不太好。
状态 Okay.
状态。
Sorry, I totally derailed you there. I just had a question about that.
为什么这么 random?
Oh, I don't know. I was just thinking about the word because I know it meant state, but I didn't know it was specific to a state of mind. So anyway, but yeah. So we might enjoy gardening. I hope when we're older. I think I'm gonna like reading and sitting.
我不觉得。
你不要吗？
我不觉得你会喜欢坐着看书，因为你是一个喜欢很忙的人。你跟你爸爸一样，其实
do stuff，
就是你爸爸就是没有办法静下来，没有办法安静下来。
No, not easily.
就他一定要做什么
？Only if I have to be in a room with children, and that's all I can do is just sit down, like lay down with them or something.
对啊。
Then yeah, but I really want to go and do something.
对。
That's my driving, but I do also really want to read.
我懂。
Just have some time and.
我觉得你已经很厉害啦，就是我找不到可以看书的时间，我没有办法在睡觉前看书
I think you just got the wrong books. I don't know what you're. 我知道你的意思，因为 like 我有一个 I have an 语言的书，about like how to study language, like how to learn language and retain memory, memories and all this kind of stuff, and that keeps me awake because it tickles my pickle, it tickles my brain, and but this Witcher fiction stuff doesn't.
真的。
No, because it's a story. It's not like.
可是它也是一个故事啊，它会告诉你故事啊，所以你的大脑还是会在想这些故事啊。
No, you're going to get lost in it though. You just got to go. I find it interesting, but not so interesting that I'm like.
还是因为你看过 Witcher,
yeah.
你已经看过，所以你都知道他在讲什么呀
No, because these are different stories. Yeah. So they're like little mini stories.
反正，但是对我来说，我就觉得我不喜欢，我不知道为什么越来越难。 it's getting more difficult that 我没有办法好好睡觉。
It's getting more difficult to sleep.
对，我知道为什么，但是会觉得说我知道为什么。然后
You said that a lot now, but haven't actually told us.
对，我知道，是因为孩子没有办法，我没有办法好好睡觉，然后因为压力没有办法好好睡觉，所以我不想要再看书去让我的大脑动起来，就是我想要我的大脑就是压力已经够了 ，it's enough， 然后小孩子没有 Max 不能好好睡觉。也够了，就是我的大脑没有办法再做更多东西。然后我最近买的书都是 like about business， 然后什么 psychic 的故事，还有 mental health 的故事。然后
状态 ，if you will，
心理状态的书，对对对，就是让你有那叫什么？我看的那个书的 category 叫做 self improvement， 对，就是让你的心理的状态能够进步，这样。所以我买的那些书都是让我会一直想的书。
Yeah, because it's making you think about your situation, which is increasing your 压力。
对对对。
So you need to read that book not at that time, right? You need something fiction. You need some kind of story, like May Musk. You read that book.
Oh yeah.
You need like that.
但是我不喜欢那种故事书啊。I don't read novels a lot.
That's like read biographies then. I like biographies too.
我也喜欢啊，但是你就是会。你会 like compare to yourself 我会 就是我会想我的决定我的人生然后我的 blah 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 跟他我要怎么 improve myself 我要改变什么我会一直想所以这个会让我没有办法好好睡觉
See, this is that's how 对不对 How did they do that? Like,
什么意思
Like so self-improvement, right? You want to read about someone else, how they did it. How did they improve their thingy? Like, what did they do then? How did they do that? How is the important thing.
不要再指着我了
That's kind of why I do the learner journals. It's all about how.
你很烦对啦然后我喜欢在白天读书
I like them too, yeah. And I like reading about other people and their hows. I like hearing about other people's sadness and how they got out of it. And especially struggles, because I'm like, if Phil came to me and said, "Oh, mate, I got these, what's that? New brushes. Yeah, I love them. I love brushes. I don't care about brushes. I don't care about brushes as a person." And he's like, "Oh, brushes. There's loads of bristles, and they brush my hair, and I love it." And I was like, "Phil, you haven't got much hair, mate." And he's like, "Yeah, but I love brushes." And he.
你可以不要讲出 Phil 的秘密吗
Yeah, maybe today's his Shenron as well. He won't listen to this. He's not learning his own one. So, no, I wouldn't be interested in much. Yeah, but if he said to me, I had a real sad time with blah 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 blah, and I went such into a massive thing, and he said like, and my first question would be like, how did you get out of that? Like, how did you manage to pull yourself out? And if he told me, I'd be absolutely just engrossed. So I'd be on the edge of my seat. So like, tell me about that then. What do you mean? How did you get out of that? Exactly. Like, tell me. What did you do?
对，你怎么做？你做什么
Yeah.
为什么你可以做
Yeah. How did you do that?
对，所有问题
So you had financial problems. What was your problems? And you're like, oh well, my husband lost his job and I was on my own. I was only working part time and our mortgage was this much and the car repayments and then this. I couldn't afford anything and the kids were going to school. We ran out of money. I had to get another loan. We were in debt. Just tell me that. How did you get out of it? Like I will listen to every word it's the how, man. It just drives me nuts, like with interest. Anyway, why is it? So don't read self-improvement books at bedtime.
No, 那问题对我的问题就是这个，就是我能够读书的时间只有在睡觉的时间。
Yeah.
就是因为早上要工作嘛，我不想要like sacrifice an hour to read， 因为我太多事情要做，我们有太多事情要做。然后下午又因为小孩子回来，晚上又要吃饭，然后又要做，反正就是很多事情啦。然后我又希望可以运动，就可以有时间就运动，这样，所以就没有什么对、啊。好忙哦，就觉得好忙。
I found my improvement has been this since I've been looking at I used to look at my phone, and what I do is this is the way around. I do it now before I get to bed. Like sitting down on the sofa when you're upstairs with what's his name?
我不知道，有3个
Max.
Max.
When he wakes up, maybe it's your turn and you run up there to look after him. I'll do some flashcards or something on my phone. I'll do Duolingo, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? I'll do a Mandaboo, whatever, on my phone. Practice the Dongwon a little bit. So I'll do my study there, or in the bathroom. I'll go in the bathroom and do it in the bathroom, brush my teeth and do some flashcards and stuff. 5-10 minutes, whatever. And then when I get to bed, I'll put my phone down, put the music on. That's not the music. By this time, you're already like snuffled into bed, covered your whole body apart from your eyes. You're like a, I don't know, Shulan.
Yeah, Shulan.
And I get my book out then. That's my book time. And I stop looking at the phone. And then I read for about 20 minutes. Just basically until my eyes start going. And then, all right, okay. And I'll put it down. Then I'll pick my phone back up. Put my audiobook on. Which you suggested yesterday was the LOTR. Lord of the Rings. Didn't listen to any of it. I started it at chapter 1. Yeah. And it was like, concerning this is it was Bilbo Baggins of Bag End. And I was like, I wasn't sleeping, but I put it over there and I could just barely hear it. So I could just hear in the background.
那你干嘛听啊？你就听不到啊。
I can't really hear it.
那你干嘛听？
Because I don't want you to wake up.
Huh?
I don't want you to wake up. I don't want it to annoy you. So I don't turn it up very loud.
Oh.
Because I don't want it to annoy you or the baby. So we snuggle in. You get in the snuggle position sometimes. And then I don't. It just talks me to sleep. Basically, that's my
很好啊。
that's my leasing.
对啊。
Yeah, but
okay.
try some biographies. Why don't you try that? Instead.
我要找我认识的人。Like Elon Musk 的妈妈，我知道他，我知道 Elon Musk， 所以我会很好奇他妈妈的故事。
Yeah.
所以我会看。
Yeah.
但是我不会去看 like random
people. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You need to have some kind of like. You need to know. Yeah. No, I understand that. That's why sometimes you go to charity shops and I look around for some biographies, and if I go, oh, I know him or know her.
而且在英国我也买不到中文书啊。
Yeah, what's that? I had the same 一样的问题 when I was in Taiwan, but you can order them online.
对啊，
You can find
对啦，我知道。
someone. But you just have to find people you're interested in and go, oh, yeah, I want to learn like whatever about blah blah blah. Like find out why Jack Ma is so.
你很烦欸
Okay,
你。
不好意思，爱你。Yeah. So, but anyway, so we went to the herb farm, and
又到herb farm。
I'm pulling it back because we haven't finished the story yet. I just started it.
对了
And we went to the maze. We went to the Saxon maze, it's called.
对，我们去这个地方对 Saxon.
And it was
迷宫
amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. We went in and we went the wrong way straight away. We went, it was dead end straight away, didn't we? We went in dead end. Okay. We could have just gone straight down that one road and went in. But yeah, we didn't. We didn't cheat. We went all the way on the outside.
Yeah.
We had some fun. It was all right. I felt sick the whole time. I did, yeah, trailing the kids around. And me and Kyrie were holding hands because we were both like, just trying to keep a smiley face and a happy, let's do this fun times. And we did it. We had some fun. And we found the middle eventually. You were wandering around with a pushchair. 对。
还蛮好玩的啦。
Yeah.
那个迷宫是它的那个迷宫没有到，因为我很矮嘛，对不对？我很矮。
You are small, yeah.
但是我看得到全部。
Yeah, you could, yeah.
对，就是那个迷宫不是来太高的墙，所以你还是可以看到外面，你就觉得所以这条路不对，就那我试试看那一条好了。
Yeah.
所以我就觉得很好玩。
It's cheating, really.
对 ，it is，
Yeah.
但是你就是还是会觉得好玩，因为你没有办法 like concentrate with 3 kids， 你没有办法，因为他们会一直来，妈咪 ，daddy 在哪里，这样，不然他们会跑走，然后你要去来追他们，就回来这样，所以你没有办法来专心的找出出口。
Yeah.
对，但是反正那一天我觉得还蛮好玩的啦。
I think it was good. I
简单
regardless of whether I was feeling sick or Kyrie was sick or whatever, it was a nice place to go on that day. It was nice to get out for a little while into the sun. I think I got sunburned because I got a migraine.
偏头痛。
No, I know the word. I didn't want to say it in Zhongwen. Also, Max is going mental downstairs. Poor Darian. So we went around the maze and we found the middle, which was super, super good. It was like a hedge maze, but it wasn't. It wasn't blocked. 没有绿色的叶子，是咖啡色的。
咖啡色，对，全部都是咖啡色的。
Because it's springtime, they should be starting to wake up a little bit, no?
但是为什么都没有花
Well, because I don't know why the bushes is like a different. I did see the green stuff started shooting inside. There was green coming, but just not. But when it is green, it's
很漂亮。
It's more difficult because you can't see through the bushes. You can see over it, but you can't see through it. So it's.
对啊，对啊。
But anyway, we did it, and then we came out. We bought our jiang.
我们的抹酱，对，我们的抹酱。
抹酱。
对，然后就回家了。
And then we came all the way home.
对。
To sunny Mandarin Monkey Town.
对。
Crothon.
对啊。
Which was nice, actually.
对啊，还蛮好玩的啦。就是 even 就是你们是生病嘛，但是就是还是到外面走走啊，晒晒太阳啊，这样也是好的。
Yeah.
然后隔一天 next day 就是 Easter。
Yeah.
所以我们就玩了那个彩蛋，我们的 egg hunt.
Yeah, we did it.
在我们的家。
We did have an egg hunt in the garden.
对啊，我们原本要去 Granda 的家，但是因为我们都生病，所以我们就只能在家。
他不要。
对啊，当然啦，因为谁想生病？所以因为我们在我们的花园里面就藏了好多好多的那个巧克力蛋，然后让我们3个孩子这样啪找蛋哦，然后他们都找得很开心。
We had a video of it, didn't we? 对啊。We hoed about 15 eggs, about 15, 20, maybe more than that, 30 eggs. Quite a lot of eggs.
我觉得比那个多，对，还蛮多的。
Quite a lot of eggs, didn't we? And they all three of them ran around.
小的、中的，还有我们最后买大的，带
big one,
大的巧克力蛋给他们。
Yeah.
对啊。
And they all loved that as well. So they ate a lot of chocolate, even that. Well, I mean, as much as they could for being ill. A couple of eggs.
我们一直在。就是叫他们停，不要再吃了。
Yeah. Please stop.
Mason went mental.
I know.
我看到了他的那个
absolutely ham on them.
Yeah. 但是然后他今天早上说：“妈咪，我不舒服。”
Yeah.
我的肚子不舒服。然后我想，对啊，但是他还没吐了，所以还好，他还没吐。But anyway, 祝大家复活节快乐 Happy Easter!
Enjoy your Easter if you celebrate, and if you don't, just go buy a chocolate egg anyway, because chocolate's nice.
非常好，但是就是生病的时候不要吃啦。
No, don't do that if you're sick. Yeah.
对啊，好啦，又是另外一集，跟大家聊了这么多。如果你们想要上课，想要有 private lesson, group lesson, intensive course, Mandarin business course, blah blah, go to www.mandarinmonkey.com/lessons.
Yep, do all that. And while you're at it, download the apps, Mandarin Monkey. Just search for Mandarin Monkey in the app stores, and you can find the podcast app, which has exclusive stories and all this kind of stuff that you've probably heard at the beginning of the podcast. Anyway, and Mandaboo, keep playing that because it's amazing.
没错 ，Emma 录了好多 Mandaboo， 你很棒，你最棒 ，Emma，you're the best。好啦，那就这样，我们谢谢你们收听，是你们说我看，我们下次见了，拜拜。